Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Subject to Change is here, and it is a doozy. Me and Tom are going to bring on Sada Baby, and Tom likes to call him Sada Baby, but don't call him that. If you don't know who Sada Baby is, stick around because it's the man who released a whole lot of Choppas and a whole bunch of other music. If you don't know what that is, Tom, take it away. Please show them the dance. If you're watching right now, go ahead. Tom, hello.
Lotta Choppas, yeah, bam. But no, more importantly, Addison Rae's mom, Charli D'Amelio, it's the biggest TikTok song ever, and I'm a big fan, so I can't wait to talk to him. I don't think I've ever talked to a rapper before.
Okay, so Subject to Change fans, OGs that have been here since day one, listening to me and Tom try to figure out how to do this. This is a big milestone for us, folks. We're bringing on a rapper. I have wanted to, like, you guys are probably tired of hearing just hoopers talk about basketball. And I've been telling everybody who's involved with the show, like, we got to at least switch it up and switch gears a little bit, right? Every good podcast is diverse like that. So let's bring on not just hoopers, but rappers, influencers. That's coming. This is a big step for us. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Outside of Sada Baby, we're going to talk a little bit about the NBA Finals that just wrapped up. You got the Lakers and Bron winning another ring. We got Lamelo Ball signing with Puma. So Tom is, like, only going to wear Puma from now on and probably cry and shed a tear now that his favorite player in the world has just signed a big payday. And a whole bunch of other
stuff. Growing up.
Stick around, man. Stick around. We appreciate you guys listening. First, let's catch up on life. Tom, how the hell you been, man?
I'm good. My girlfriend is visiting my family for a week. I just became an uncle a few days ago. First time.
Right.
Sister had a baby. Yeah, I'm going to make him the man. He's going to be sick. He's going to be so TikTok famous. Babies are great on TikTok. I'm excited to film with him.
So you're an uncle. You're already the weird uncle, as everybody can tell. You are the weird uncle. Sorry. What else is going on in your life?
Everything else is good, man. I'm going to that wedding in Florida in a couple weeks.
That we've been talking about for 2 months now.
Yeah, I just locked it in. I'm about to book a flight tonight. I'll probably get COVID on my flight over there, so this might be one of my last episodes. How are you doing? What's up? You just been hooping?
Yeah, dude, I've been hooping, but my life is good right now. It's okay. We're doing it. All right. Sada Baby's coming on my podcast. He was excited to come on my podcast, our podcast, and I'm thinking we've had to, like, scratch a claw for viewer or for guests at times, and now the dude who's got Charli D'Amelio's mom dancing around TikTok saying, "I want to come talk hoops." So, I mean, hey, a lot of ups and downs. Life's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was all, including you, all on the Miami Heat bandwagon, including myself for sure. Would have loved to see Miami win, but I tried to tell you, I didn't think they had enough juice. I mean, Jimmy, Tyler, Dunk, everybody, Dragic, they were standing on, if you're Dragic, literally your last leg. That's a hell of a punt, too. Wow. Okay. Wow.
We're getting good at this.
Oh my God. Is this what it feels like to be good at podcasts? People have already turned it off like 10 minutes ago. Anyways. So no, I just didn't think they had enough in them, and it proved, that I was right. Do people call this, because there's LeBron haters, and Sada Baby has an opinion about LeBron that you're going to want to hear. But anyways, for the LeBron haters, are you calling this an asterisk championship? Is this a legit championship, or are you going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
COVID, the bubble, injury, you got all this stuff. Is this a legit championship for LeBron in your mind?
When the bubble first started, I thought I would call it an asterisk, and I've totally flipped since then. Like, seeing how hard the teams played, seeing how intense it seemed, watching them celebrate afterwards, I was like, oh, this is a real championship. Like, they really felt it. And honestly, looking back, it feels harder. Like, I feel like they went home from the bubble and they're, like, more exhausted than a normal season. Like, they were away from their families, or all this stuff. I count it as a real championship. I think for the Heat, it made me realize I was rooting for the Heat so hard, as you know. It made me think, though, in that last game when they lost by 1,000, that they were just like a mid-major on a Cinderella run in the tournament. How, like, you ever notice the Cinderella teams, like, they make it to like the Elite Eight, but like they don't really win it all. That was like the Heat. They were like, they got me really excited, and I was like, wow, George Mason might win it all here. And then I was like, oh, they lost by 1,000 to LSU. Like, okay. And
so
that's
so the magic kind of ran out for him.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, it was gross that last game. I mean, Rondo is the best player ever. But is the championship, is that an asterisk for you, or you think it's real?
No, you can't take that away from him. I think it's extremely difficult for a team to, or not even a team, but a guy like LeBron who has to keep his team focused in a completely unprecedented era. They're down in the bubble. A lot of teams, you could tell, cough, cough, Clippers, cough, cough, wanted to get the hell out of there. Cancun on 3, get out, right? They were like, I'm done with the bubble. I want to go home, you know. And Bron kept it together. Bron kept the Lakers together. Rondo, as a veteran, I think was huge for them. I can't give enough like shout out and respect to Rajon Rondo for what he did for the Lakers and letting his kid drink champagne. That's tough. But no, seriously, this isn't an asterisk championship. And anybody who says that is a true LeBron hater. And I am not in that camp. I'm not in that camp. Do I think he's the most skilled player in the world? No, Steph Curry is. That's my little like fine print. But no, this is not an asterisk. This is one title now. LeBron wins one more title. GOAT debate, over. Game over, in my opinion.
But it's still alive for you right now?
Yeah, GOAT debate's still alive for me right now. Yeah, I don't think this finalized it. If he does it next year in a field with a completely healthy Warriors team, you got Brooklyn, which is just like a nuclear bomb of a team. It could go really well. It could go really bad, right? You got Miami Heat, who's going to probably do something, you know, maybe in free agency, maybe not. They've already proved that they're legit in the East. You got the Bucks. There's just – the field is completely loaded next year, and everybody's back and healthy. LeBron wins it next year. GOAT debate, game over. See ya.
You brought up a really good point about the leadership. I think that ended up being the biggest thing in the bubble. Like, who had the best leadership? Like, in the East, it was definitely Jimmy Butler, Spoelstra, like, best leadership in the East. And on the West, it was clearly LeBron, Rondo, the way that whole entire group worked.
And
the team that didn't have –
you got to give Vogel a little credit. I mean,
of course.
These coaches don't get enough of it, but yeah.
But that made me think, like, if the Warriors were healthy and made it to the bubble, because they actually were healthy by the time the bubble started, it would have been interesting if all the teams got in there. You think the healthy Warriors team would have won the finals in the bubble? I feel like they're perfect for the bubble.
They are, because everybody's shooting percentages went through the roof, and theirs would have went from like 46 as a team to, I don't know, 60. It would have been stupid. Steph Curry would have been unconscious the whole time, most likely. But, look, I don't know if they had it in them necessarily. With the losing KD, I think they need to make a big-time move in this year's draft, and I think it's James Wiseman. If I'm front office in Golden State, I'm saying let's get James Wiseman in here. Let's let, you know, some of our younger guys, even Jordan Poole came a long way. Shout out to my Milwaukee boy. But we let Steph and Clay do their thing, let these young guys, you know, kind of catch up, and we need a dominant big. We need Wiseman to come in and be that force for us and, you know, do everything that – you remember David Lee and how big of an impact he had for them? I mean, a guy who might not get as much recognition, you bring in a guy like Wiseman and tell him to be just a better David Lee. Come on now, that's a serious team out there.
Yeah, we're on the same page about Wiseman. I saw him in AAU in high school. I know it's not the same, but he'll just run the floor. He doesn't need like a post up. Like, he's just gonna run the floor. He'll get like 15 points just off of runs. That high pick and roll, lobbing it to him. I couldn't agree more with you. The Warriors, in my mind, will win the championship next year, but we'll see.
Hey, you know where I stand on that. I would love.
Wow, we're the Warriors podcast.
What's that?
We're gonna be the Warriors podcast. Biggest fans.
No. We are an unbiased sports media podcast. Psych, we got so much bias rolling around in here. Everybody gets mad at it. Whatever. Listen, Bronny. Okay, so I know it's in professional sports, the whole celebration and smoking cigars. Right? But it didn't dawn on me until I watched Bron do it, that Joe Burrow did it. And has it always been a college tradition? Like, are they even, you know, it's kind of like, it's weird. Is that allowed?
Dude, Joe Burrow is the coolest human being in the entire world. Like, I don't think college kids do that.
100%. I don't think that's allowed.
No, he just did get the gat, and he smoked cigars, and that whole team freaking loved him.
No, but I'm telling you, he opened the floodgates now because I don't want to hear anything. We win a national title, me, Hugs, whoever else is doing it, I'm promising you there will be a stogie in my mouth.
You're going to teach Oscar how to do it because he definitely doesn't know how to.
Oh, yeah, no, I can get Oscar to, we'll get it all straightened out. But listen, I don't know what people think about it. I'm curious to think whether or not, like, they think NCAA athletes should be allowed to celebrate the same way that professional athletes do. I mean, I think so. You just accomplished the biggest task at your level. Come on now. We're sparking up a cigar. No harm, no foul, right?
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on this stuff because, like, I think the way I was brought up, it was like you have to be the perfect role model as an athlete. Like, everything has to be perfect. And now, like, I'm getting to a point, and I see some of the things that kids post on TikToks and stuff. It's like, we got to stop being so sensitive. Like, they know what's going on. They probably know what's going on more than, like, anyone else.
100%.
So I love it. I love seeing LeBron just chilling, FaceTiming his mom, smoking a cigar. Just, like, he seemed so relieved and happy. And I think that's why he's so great, right? Like, he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone, but you could tell that winning a championship was, like, huge relief because he's put so much pressure and so much into it that it's like it means everything to him. So, yeah, I'm all in on the cigar smoking if you win a title, if that's what you want to do.
I love it. Yeah.
Dude, you know what I didn't love?
What?
Before we get into some of the other stuff, that speaking of celebrations, I wasn't obsessed with some of the guys that didn't play at all being like, I'm cemented as the best player ever. Like, how? Okay, here's my question, right?
Okay.
I played sports when I was the best kid on my team, and I didn't really play after that. I'm curious, like, if I was like a guy who didn't play at all and my team won a championship, like, what my emotion would be. I guess it's like you're a good teammate, you're hyped, and you know you, like, contributed, but I don't know. It feels weird to me when you, like, don't play at all, but, like, after a championship.
So if you don't play in a championship, right, you win a world championship, you're on the Lakers this year, you're going to tell me you're not posting something, you're not flexing a little bit, you just won a world championship. Now,
I'm posting.
Did you check into the game? Maybe not. But you're not going to post? Come on now.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's tough because, I mean – I
kind of loved it. Like, Dudley, JaVale McGee. I didn't see that much from Deion Waiters. They have the best team ever, though, when you really think about all the people on there, like the cast of characters on there.
Yeah.
We didn't really get to see it because LeBron is so big. But after they won, you finally got to see them, like, posting stuff and go on live and, like, losing their minds. And I don't know. I'm kind of changing my mind while I say this, but it was kind of awesome.
No, I liked it. There was a lot of celebration stories because then you had the picture of Rondo, super tough, just sitting there, just taking it all in, right? And then his little man standing right next to him, standing about as tall as he is, sitting down. And then the first frame is just them standing looking out. And then the second picture is his little son taking the champagne bottle and sending it. And Rondo's just so, I think, locked in and in awe. I think that he's back to being a world champion, that he's just like, hey, have a little 1942, little man. It'll put some hair on your chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was amazing. Rondo's had such a wild career from, like, being on top of the world, and he was battling LeBron in Boston. Then he has, like, the Dallas stuff. He has so many random things. And now he, like, seems like he's going to end his career or at least finish it out with, like, the Lakers and winning titles or competing. You got to meet him before, right? Or he coached you?
Yeah, so Rondo was our coach at the NBA Top 100 camp. And in terms of what I've learned, I mean, this was a guy who would coach us, and that's a long camp, 12 hours all the way through the day, sun up to sundown. We're either playing games, going through drills, or watching film. And Rondo would coach all the way through the day. A lot of these NBA guys might come in there and show face a little bit. Rondo was legit next to us all day, every day during that camp. On top of it, I'm sitting here looking at arguably one of the better point guards, that is playing in the game today. And then he works out after everybody leaves, goes home. I had came back, tried to have somebody let me into the gym to work out, and he was already in there by himself at University of Virginia's campus, getting, shots up, floaters, all this stuff. And probably one of the cooler experiences that I've had and more, important things for me to see that and how locked in he was. He takes the game of basketball as serious as anybody else. I mean, this means everything to him, though. So I was extremely excited and, proud that I got to even spend a little time with him. And I hit him up right after and told him, congratulations and all that. But Rajon Rondo, hats off to him. He's a big part to the reason that they have a ring right now.
I always hated, and I still do, like I was watching the game with someone the other day and they said this, like Rondo touches the ball and they're like, he can't shoot. I'm like, he definitely can shoot.
Has he had up and down years shooting? Sure. But first of all, who hasn't? Second of all, he came into the bubble shooting 42. Don't quote me on it. It was in the 40s from three. So whoever's sitting next to you, drinking a Coors Light saying he can't shoot, tell them to go outside and shoot 10. I promise they're not hitting 5. And if they are, they're not doing it at the NBA level. So it is what it is, man. Everybody loves to jump on the same old bandwagons. Oh, KCP last year. Let's trash KCP. Now we love KCP. All right. Oh, Danny Green, Kuzma, we hate them. They shouldn't get a ring. Stop it. Stop it. You can't. I mean, these dudes are top of their class in everything that they do. The slander's crazy. Kuzma not getting a ring? Stop.
The Kuzma stuff's funny. He was like the best. He was like, you can't trade him at one point. And now they just like want to get rid of him forever. You mentioned Danny Green.
He can take that.
What are you saying?
Kuzma, I feel like, and I don't know, I've never met the guy, but I feel like he can take all that stuff in stride. I think he'll make a joke out of it on an Instagram post when he's in Turks and Caicos or whatever. He seems like a pretty lighthearted, good dude.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I feel like he's just like, oh, everyone hates me. Okay, whatever. And like moves on. He like shoots 1,000 threes in a game. Like you can even tell by some of the shots he takes, which are like good shots, but he's so confident. I agree. It doesn't faze him. All right, our guy Danny Green, who is like a big friend of overtime. He's been awesome to us in the past. He does a lot in youth basketball. He runs some great events, and he's doing even more now. Real quickly, he had a tough time in the bubble. Like, he didn't shoot amazing. It's hard when you're a shooter and like that. Like, you got to come into the game and hit threes. I know we've talked about this, and a lot of people have said it. He missed the 3 in Game 5 that like would have forced overtime, I think, eventually. Yeah. And he got a lot of hate after it, to the point where he came out and he said he had got death threats. And I'm curious how you feel like, what was your immediate reaction? One, like seeing it originally, and then once he came out and said some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, so many guys, unfortunately, they see it. I always go back and forth on whether or not to just completely unplug during the season. Like, get off your phone, get off Instagram, Twitter, all this stuff, because you got like the dudes you hang out with who, like I said, crack open a cold one and want to just talk crazy. And they have access to you, and they act like you're not human and not going to read it, right? So Danny Green, whether he read it or not, his fiance, like you said, definitely did. It's going to get to him some way, somehow. And unfortunately, you could kind of tell going into that shot, when he's at his best, and any shooter is at his best, mentally, they're so locked in and focused that they shoot so relaxed. Everything is just fluid. And it didn't look like that when I'm sitting here watching it. I didn't think it had a shot when he let it go. Tough position, though. Bron's got to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Bron's got to shoot the ball. I know he's got 4 people on him, right? But look now, everybody looks to you. That ring, whoever has a ring, they know damn well that without Bron, that ring's not on their finger. So you bring them home. You shoot. I don't care if it's a tough shot.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of that too. And if it's not him, it's AD. But regardless, Danny Green actually played really well in Game 6. I think he hit 3 threes. That was awesome. It always puts me in a weird spot, like, and I know this is such a small scale, but like running overtime, right? You have like millions of people that watch your stuff, and people made hilarious videos about Danny Green missing threes. Like, they just did. And like, that's the internet now. Like, there's TikToks, like, people trolling them, and we posted some of them, even though like that's our guy. Like, it was just funny, fun-loving stuff. There was stuff about Markieff Morris throwing the ball into the stands and stuff. And then you hear he has death threats, and you're like, whoa, like that's like people taking it too far, right? There's a line, and you just hate that people take it too far in sports. It should never get to that point. But hey, he's a champion. 3-time champion?
Yeah. Yep. He's
Yeah.
got 3 of them things.
Can't say a lot to him.
Yeah. Oh my God. If I was Danny Green, I would just stack all 3 of my rings right on my middle finger. And like when I'm in Cancun or wherever the hell he's going now with his fiance and living the life, anybody says anything, I'll just be like, what? Huh? Sorry. I can't hear you. Okay. See ya. But anyways, yeah, no, it's pretty out of control. Just the craziness. That's why, I mean, I do listen to like Joe Rogan, not only because I want to be like good at podcasts, I want to be at his level one day and I'm learning, but also the things he says, the guys, girls that he talks about. Actually, Miley Cyrus, really great episode. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. And they talk about unplugging all the time. And I think it's pretty important to do on a consistent basis, or just get into a habit of not giving a shit what people say. I think that's really important, but I don't know, to each their own, I guess. Let's talk about what everybody wants to know, right? What everybody wants to hear about. Your boy Lamelo just inked a deal with Puma. Did you shed a tear? Did you cry, Tom? It's okay.
I thought you were going to say talking about people that are going to win championships, Lamelo Ball. I didn't shed a tear. I had known about it for a while, obviously. No, it's cool. He signed his deal before he gets drafted, right? That's not every player gets to do that. He signed with Puma, who's up and coming. They just got guys like Michael Porter Jr. They've got a bunch of other young and upcoming guys, but this is like the first big name that they've gotten to sign. I wasn't surprised, right? Because LaMelo signed to Rock Nation, and there's like that closeness with Puma. But I think he's going to take the brand to a whole nother level now. Like, he's the guy.
Okay, if you're in LaMelo's shoes, though, all right, let's say everything's even. Let's be real honest, and let's just be honest about if Puma throws you more money, that has to be a consideration. Because if it's all at let's just say 10 million, okay, just for the heck of it. Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and Puma say we want you, same contract, everything's normal, all level playing field. Are you sure your boy's taking Puma? Are you taking Puma?
It's not about what I would take. But
it's my question. Would you take Puma if everything was even?
You know, for me, I think I would. And this is why. Because, LaMelo's going to walk into Puma now. And, yes, Michael Porter's great. RJ Barrett's great. Marvin Bagley's awesome. But LaMelo's going to walk in. And other than J. Cole, who's in music, he's the man. He is number one. He's poster child. You have guys on the other group where it's you sign with Nike. Okay. Same with Zion. Same with LeBron. Same with KD. You sign with Jordan. It's all right, Zion, Michael Jordan, Russell Westbrook, whoever you want to say. Under Armour's got Steph and Tom Brady. And not that you don't want to be with those guys, right? Because, LeBron's made his own lane, even though Kobe was already with Nike. But Puma, he has a chance. And, that's LaMelo's DNA. He did it with BBB. He did it with going to Lithuania. He doesn't care what everyone else does, honestly. And I think that's what makes him so special is, he probably wants to do his own thing and, create. If it was up to him, he probably would make his own shoe like he already did. I think that's just who he is. What about you? Who would you sign with?
Oh.
Are you even allowed to say?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't care. This is all hypotheticals and down the road anyways. If it was all even, I grew up in the Adidas circuit, so we got a lot of their stuff. But to me, I love Under Armour. Under Armour's always been somebody I love what they stand for. I love who they sign. You said you got Steph Curry, you got Tom Brady, all these kind of guys that I want to align with in terms of what they do and what they stand for and are about. And in my opinion, there's no better, as I'm wearing a Nike check, whatever. There's no better quality gear than Under Armour. I might be wrong, but I got to hear the people's voice on this as well. But in my opinion, Under Armour is really the real deal. And if I'm LaMelo, I might go the Under Armour wave. Not gonna lie, but we can all assume that Puma, a little bit of extra change rolling around, said, "Hey, Melo, these guys are going to offer you lower deals because they're the big dogs. Come this way." And like you said, be the face of Puma for however long. You think he's long-term Puma?
Well, I just wonder, how did this happen, right? Did Jay-Z, who is Rock Nation and Puma, pulled Lamelo into a room and be like, "Sup, I'm Jay-Z. You're signing with me," or like, again, we have no idea. The thing with these guys when they come right out of high school, college, pro, when they first start is like they don't always stay with that, right? Like,
No, they don't. They switch all the time.
Kobe switched. There's been, I think, did KD switch? I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Because if Melo blows up big time, long term, there's more money at Nike. 100%. There's more benefit. There's more notoriety. If you can put yourself into the LeBron, Kobe, KD, Kyrie, that conversation, which we all know Tom thinks that LaMelo's on his way to that conversation. All right. If you can do that, there is more for you at Nike. So like Kobe did, hit that Adidas, grab the check. It's almost like a signing bonus. Like you're really just doing it to get a good jump start. I think it's very possible that we see LaMelo switch from Puma soon. I don't know.
For Puma, right? Like, is this almost like a no-brainer, right? Like they have to do this. I know they've gotten some other young good kids, but like there is no player that's coming to the league with this many like followers who are young. Like they're probably thinking like this is gonna turn us into the next big shoe brand.
Yeah, and it could be. I mean, Under Armour did that with Steph. I mean, without Steph Curry, Under Armour's big time. I think, and they in their own right have done anything. But basketball world, Under Armour wasn't really even on the scene until Steph Curry. And I love Puma. I think they're doing a great job. And like you said, they're just waiting for that one to pop. And if LaMelo's the one to pop, it's going to go crazy because they got a lot of good things going right now at Puma.
So Zion, when he came out last year, I think it was reported he got $75 million from Jordan, which before you even touch a court to get $75 million, that's insane. I think LeBron got $100, if I'm not mistaken, which was like 25 years ago. So to think that that's still like the highest number is crazy, but like makes sense, right? You think LaMelo was over or under 75? I have no idea.
I would guess under. He left, and that's kind of a product of not doing the NCAA route. So let's say he stays and goes to, I don't know, Kansas, all right? Blows up, goes crazy, does what Zion did at Duke. Now it's got everybody in America talking. He's already had the attention of, America, but he was playing in Australia for a year. So I think if he stays here and he does the NCAA route, even though you can't really do that when you make a probably $1 million brand with your family at home. But anyways, hypothetically, if he stayed here, I think his contract initially is bigger, but trust me, I don't think he's hurting. I don't think the big baller mansion is in any way, shape, or form in a bad spot. I think everything's good and paid off.
I saw Lonzo, obviously, Lonzo obviously showed him love on like Instagram story, supports LaMelo. I'm curious though, like LeVar always wanted his own brand. Lonzo's not with Puma as far as I know. I don't really know where Lonzo sits. I think he's done a lot of stuff with Nike, if I'm not mistaken. He's with Clutch now, so it would make sense if he ends up with Nike. What do you think does it matter? What does LeVar think?
This was all a ploy from the beginning. Just put the name all over the screen. Put the Ball family everywhere. And he did it. Genius. In terms of marketing, shoot, they should be teaching classes in every marketing college across the country on what LeVar did with his family, his 2 boys. 3 boys, sorry.
3 boys, yeah.
I
agree with you.
I know Jello's got his own thing going on, but what LeVar did at this point, it's hands off, baby. Everything from here on out is icing on the cake. Checks are coming in now.
Yeah, I agree. For him, I think he obviously, I think, would love to have his own thing, but ultimately, him trying to do his own thing has made his sons millions of dollars. I mean, LaMelo would be a top pick regardless, but like he's 10x as big as he probably would have been if he didn't do all that stuff. Does everyone get a contract in the NBA? I'm confused. Like, I feel like every player, like LaMelo obviously should and would.
Yeah.
But everyone get something?
I think to a certain extent, yeah. Everybody signs somewhat of it. Now, when you're talking about a shoe deal, like that's the top echelon. That's your lottery picks. That's your big time names. That's the legit. Okay, he signed with Nike. There's different tiers to it. You know what I mean? Like even Tyler's at a different tier, obviously, in Nike than, obviously KD or Bron, who's been there forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you sign, and I remember Tyler going through the options, and Puma was in there too. I think pretty much all the companies were in negotiations. But yeah, I think to a certain extent, almost everybody has some sort of deal. I know Anthony Simons, who came on our show, he's with Nike. Is he doing the same stuff that every other Nike athlete is doing? Yes and no.
Right.
There's some things that they campaign together with, but I think there's levels to it all.
Yeah, I think what was I gonna say? The interesting thing with all of it is like these shoe brands, they sign these guys to massive deals, but they still kind of wait. Like Zion didn't get his own signature shoe until now. I think at the end of the bubble it came out maybe, or it's like gonna be for a year or two. And same with LaMelo. Like they came out today and they said like, oh, his first short sleeve hoodie is dropping. Like it's not even like a sneaker is dropping. So it's interesting to see that they wait with these guys after paying them all this money. Like if I were someone, I'd be like, I want the Zion shoe the day he gets drafted. Like that's but they're not. They're definitely way smarter than me. So
100%. That's agent talk, and I don't know anything about that. But yeah,
I have one more question on the kicks thing. Players that are in the NBA, they wear other players' shoes. As a competitor, I would feel really weird if I was, I don't know, call it who you want. Let's say that I am Darius Baisley, one of my favorite guys, and he's wearing Paul George's and he's playing against Paul George.
Nah, it's not like that. It's a nod. It's a respect factor. Look, if you're a signature guy out there and has their own shoe, what do you want Baisley to, hoop in? Sperry's, K-Swiss? I mean, shit. He's got to do what he's got to do. And he's been wearing PGs his whole life. In order to do that, it's not a respect as if I'm chasing to be that same guy. But it's like, all right, you know what I mean? You just gave me 40 and I'm wearing your shoes. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that feels tough. I don't know. I feel like most players that I've read about, like, not a lot of them are wearing, like, the LeBrons, but a lot of them wear, like, PGs and Kyries.
Have you ever seen, like, if you were just going to do the non-signature shoe, have you ever seen a Nike non-signature shoe? We got one last year at WVU. I'm pretty sure I gave them away, but they looked like a cross between like a Hyperdunk 2006 and like an Air Force One bottom. Nobody's wearing that. Nobody ever.
I was going to say, since the Hyperdunks, no one's done it really.
No, nobody's been able to do it. And I don't think they will. No reason.
Yeah, you might, because if you make your best stuff, you want to attach it to a person.
100%.
All right. Maybe I have to give that up then. But, like, if we hung out, like, I don't think I'd wear your jersey when we hung out.
Why not?
Maybe I would because we're friends, but, like.
You have to now. Don't pull up unless you got my jersey on.
I do need one of your jerseys. We need to figure that out, is how I can get. I don't even know if you guys are allowed to do that anymore. There's so many freaking rules. But, anyways, Lamelo signed to Puma. Going to put Puma on the map. I will be purchasing a pair. 100%, unless they're like $600 like his old shoes were. But I don't think Puma will do that. How much of this shoe is going to be worth when he comes out with them?
120.
All right, I can do that. Maybe Spencer will split them with me. I think we're the same size.
You can swing that?
I mean, if this podcast starts taking off.
Yeah, to be honest, we should probably figure out somehow to monetize this once the NCAA just backs off it so we can, pay bills and eat. That'd be awesome. I had like a rice cake this morning for breakfast. I would love to just get something out of the work we put in. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Might take that out, but if they don't, that's for you folks.
Should we bring our first rapper on?
Let's do it. Is Sada Baby? Oh, yeah, he's ready. Hold on. All right, folks, like I said, this is a huge day. We are bringing on a rapper. We're going away from just hoopers. Now, don't get it twisted. He's going to want to talk not only about his viral TikTok song, but he loves hoops. Sada Baby is here. He's in the building. Not really. It's on Zoom. He's in LA, but we got him, ladies and gentlemen. And I promise this one will not let you down. Let's get into it. Introducing my dog, Sada Baby. Everybody knows this. Every hooper wants to be a rapper. Every rapper thinks they can hoop. Some rappers can hoop, some rappers can't hoop, and we'll get to that.
Facts.
But the reason that, like, when I started this podcast, I was like, I want to get hoopers on here and we'll talk basketball, but I want to talk basketball with people outside of the hoop world too. And like rappers and musical artists, like in general, they share this same kind of like bond with athletes because they invest so much into their craft. Like it's an art form.
Yeah.
Right? It's an art form. So the first question I have is about Whole Lotta Choppas. I know you got way more music than that. I've been a fan. You're from the Midwest. So the biggest thing I want to know is with Whole Lotta Choppas, when you record something like that and you stop, do you just look and like, yo, that's a hit right there? Or is it something that just kind of happens? Did you see this coming? Because, I mean, shoot, everybody and their mothers listen to Whole Lotta Choppas at some way, shape, or form.
No, I was trying to explain it. I say the way I could put it to where you all the way get it is like you go into the gym for pickup basketball. You feel me? And you don't really know how everybody hooping. You damn near new at the gym, and you running, and it ain't going too well because you exerting yourself more than they is on defense. So you got to score all the points. You see what I'm saying? Whereas when you go to the gym with your fab, you know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on. So like with certain songs, it's like when you come out of there, I feel like I just went crazy hooping. Like I got like me, bro, and bro, nigga, we just cleaned up 6-7 games in a row. That's what the good songs feel like. And then the other songs would be like, all right, you feel me? I'm either going not really with it or I'm gonna go back in there. Like versus like with a fab, you don't want to hoop with no more. It's like either I'm not gonna hoop with y'all no more, or y'all gotta come hoop with me a little bit more so y'all can learn how to hoop. You feel me? Or get raw, get nastier. So certain songs I won't with for a while, and then I might mess with it and make it better. But certain songs is just definitely one of the ones. Like Whole Lotta Choppas, I knew it was one of the ones, so I held it for like 2 years.
So what you're saying?
Wait, what?
Hold
on. 2
years?
years?
Song 2 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you drop it after 2 years? Like you was just holding on, waiting for the right time?
Still strong, man. I'm blessed with the gift to make timeless music, bro. And that's some shit I can't really explain. But certain people, they can drop a song from 2 years ago and it's gonna sound like it was from 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I
got like 500-600 songs unreleased, and a lot of them songs I can drop them right now and it'll sound like it's current times music.
Got you. So you're telling me Whole Lotta Choppas is exactly, it's like dropping 40, right? You just had a 40-point triple-double. You walk out of the studio feeling good. Your boys are with you. You knew exactly what just happened.
It was already turned. And yep.
Damn, that's crazy. That's so crazy to me. So, I mean, talk about like, obviously, are you on TikTok? Because don't get Tom started on TikTok. This man loves TikTok. You're not on it?
I'm not. I have a great deal of respect for TikTok and Triller.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Because I mean, let's be real honest. Like that song is as good as it is. There's so many like, come on now, Sada. How many of your fans are really like 14, 15-year-old boys from like the suburbs? I got a lot of the younger fans. I've always had kid fans. And then it just magnified with the Whole Lotta Choppas thing because it was the first one of my songs that like went crazy on the app that all the kids are using. So it's like my little cousins and shit like that, like they always just been super fans. Like it's funny, it's extra funny to me because like my blood little cousins, they see me and call me Sada Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like the older ones just like probably like 10, 11, like around that age, like they call me Sada, but like the babies, like 5 and 6, like they call me Sada Baby. But they like my real cousins. So yeah, like they, like for them, it was big for them. And like my little girl cousins, they was getting mad at all the other girls doing it. Like, they not doing your dance right. They supposed to do it like this. And they made a whole little group up. They the little whoops now. Like, so yeah, it magnified it with that because that's an app that all the kids are using. It's kids on Instagram, it's kids on Facebook, but like TikTok is for sure, that's like a kid thing. Along with a lot of adults that's on there,
that's for sure a kid thing. Like all they want to do is sit up and do the dance routines. So for me, it was big. It was big because like a lot of artists are not really attached to the songs that get big on TikTok because they don't create the dance. But I was the first artist to create the dance and the song for a #1 TikTok song.
Oh, so that's you who made that dance? So like the one that's like
that's
Charlie.
the Pee Wee Herman, that's me. All of that, like the whole whoop, that's me.
He said the Pee Wee. Yeah, no, that's crazy. And you didn't know it was gonna be for TikTok when you made that music video. You ain't know that was gonna take off that way like it did.
No, we by me meaning my team and the label, we felt like the song was strong. We just felt like we just needed to put a great effort into the video being shot, and that's what we did. We put a real good video shoot together with a treatment from 20K Visuals. We went down to Miami, took all the family with us, you know what I'm saying, and just had fun, man. The video shoot was a video shoot, but it was a party. It was a vibe. I had Le'Veon Bell there. Miles Bridges is in the video. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like to have like Miles really like my little brother. You know what I'm saying? That's rappers have the I gotta put it like the LeBron Jay-Z relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whereas me and Miles that's really like my little brother. He from Flint. He homegrown. Like that's really little bro. And he signed to me as an artist. So like for the video, it was just a vibe. It was just like Miles there, Le'Veon Bell there, and for them to be able to just be in their comfortable skin and dancing and having fun and not being bombarded with NFL and NBA questions, that was bigger than me than anything.
No, that's crazy. So hold on, I didn't know Miles made music. Miles Bridges is a rapper?
Yeah, Miles Bridges he's a rapper in his spare time. Basketball is always first. I put basketball first with him because that's what's most important to me for him. But he is an artist. He's a rapper in his spare time. I signed Miles Bridges on a yacht in Miami. You feel me? He shot his first music video on a yacht in Miami. The music video is out. But yeah, he's good at making music and he's getting better. And he's signed to Big Squad.
A lot of guys in the league and just basketball players in general, they like to get into that. Like I said, there's this connection between hoopers and rappers, and they all like to try to at least, dabble in it. Now, Tyler Hero, my boy who I grew up with, has been in the studio.
You grew up with T-Hero?
No.
Yo. What'd you say, Sada?
You grew up with T-Hero?
Yeah, I grew up from young on. Competed with. That's my boy. Talk to him all the time. That's my dog.
Listen. When I told you, I said the toughest white boys ever seen hoop was, right?
Hold on, list the toughest white boys you've ever seen hoop. Let me hear them. Top 3.
Jordan McCabe, Tyler Hero, Nico Mannion.
That's the best high school mixtapes you've ever seen from white boys, right?
Nah, you got Mac
and listen. He said top 3. That's why, because Mac McClung is dunks.
Yeah.
Nico Mannion is full game. Tyler Hero is full game. I got that in his chest. Not scared of no black crowd. None of that. Jordan McCabe, same way. Now, the new up-and-comer, baddest white boy on the planet playing high school basketball is Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren, my boy.
Chet Holmgren, the toughest white boy hooping in high school right now.
Stamped it.
Right now. And I talk to Chet at least twice a month. That's my little homie. I got an unreleased song. I got an unreleased song called Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, Tom, go ahead. Grab that.
How'd you start talking to Chet? 'Cause I saw you guys follow each other. Like, where does that start?
From me watching him on YouTube. Shit.
You got 9 feet tall.
He got 8 blocks in the first 7 minutes of the game against the Air Canyon. Do you hear me? He was a sophomore playing against BJ Boston and Zaire. Yeah, man, he raw. He finished the game with like 16 blocks. He different. You ever seen somebody get 16 blocks in the NBA?
Shit, I don't even know.
You ain't seen it. This my Will Smith, Muhammad Ali boys. You ain't seen it. I know you haven't.
He give me the #1 pick one day? He's the top kid in his class?
No, the reason he's not going to be the #1 pick is because of a little young known guy by the name of Imani Bates.
Sheesh.
They're in the same class. So Chet's gonna be number 2. Imani's gonna be number 1. And both of them guys are apes because I talk to Imani more than I talk to Chet.
Hold on. Imani's a Michigan boy, right?
What? I got an unreleased song called Imani Bates.
Damn, you got so many unreleased. Hey, come on, bro.
What? I'm putting your name in the song when I go to the studio tonight.
Let me get one. Let's go, Sada. Let's get it. I love
That's
it.
easy.
I love
That's
it.
easy.
Hey, okay, so you said Miles is a rapper, and obviously we all know he's a hooper, but he raps on the side. A lot of these NBA dudes are doing it.
DeMar DeRozan rap.
Huh?
DeMar DeRozan rap.
I can see that one. Is he tough?
But look, you know he really from that way. So
That's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
he can't release none of his music.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, like when I get with you in person, I'll let you hear some of his stuff, you feel me?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, bro rap, that's one of his hobbies in his spare time. You know, Damian Lillard rap, and he's actually a good rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like DeMar not a good rapper. I'm just saying like as far as athletes who took the music thing kind of serious, like Dame done did it good. You know, he got music with me, he got music with me, him, and G-Eazy. We all have a song together on his last album, Dame Dollar.
What other hoopers would you like to sign to your label?
What hoopers would I like to sign to my label?
Yeah, I'm not even like.
I would like to sign J.R. Smith, the Big Squad.
So, J.R. Smith, you want Henny to the Big Squad?
Yes, Henny man. I would love to have J.R. Smith over here, but you know he Young Money. That's Lil Wayne homeboy. But yeah, let me see who else.
You think he put his shirt on yet, J.R.?
No, his shirt been off since they won.
Him and Caruso.
Their shirt's been off since they won. I'm trying to think. What other rapper would I like to
What
sign?
about Lonzo?
Who?
Lonzo
Ball.
Ball.
All right, listen. I'm a fan of his game, right?
Not
music ain't it.
Not as
I don't like that. I don't like his music.
Hey,
it's cringy.
It's cringy.
It's cringy.
A lot of hoopers rap is cringy though, right? Because they really have they're way out of their lane. Way out.
Listen, and it's sad because a lot of them shouldn't be rapping, but then that make it hard for guys like Iman Shumpert who can actually rap.
He's talented as hell now.
Iman Shumpert can rap. I'm not gonna lie to you. He can spit. So yeah, man, it's certain guys, yeah, man, they need the it's other stuff they should be worried about than trying to be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit.
Hey, okay, let's shift gears. Let's get into basketball a little bit. And here's my question, Sada. Okay, I didn't look this up because that's just not what I do. But somebody tells me that are like, yo, bring it up to Sada. Why does Kevin Durant follow Sada and Sada just refuses to follow Kevin Durant back? What's up?
Kevin Durant follow me?
Yo!
Yes, I saw that.
Yo, Sada, go check the
Hold
ID, bro.
Hold on.
How good are the Nets going to be next year, you think? With KD, Kyrie, you think that pair works? Because everybody's saying, like, oh, there's too many personalities in Brooklyn. Kyrie's already going crazy. Like, is that going to work? Are they coming out of the East next year? That's a tough one because I know you ride with the Heat, too. When you're not a Pistons fan, I know you ride with the Heat.
Yeah, man, I ride with the Heat for strictly two people. Duncan Robinson, he's a Michigan player.
That's right.
I love him to death. Tyler Hero. I'm a big Tyler Hero fan. I was bigging him up in the hood, and people was like, man, white boy ain't gonna be nothing. And look at him, he was in the finals, doing good.
Doing good.
I don't know, man. Healthy KD and a healthy Kyrie Irving is a problem for anybody. Just like a healthy Steph and a healthy Clay is a problem for anybody. And I just feel like right now, the league is so swollen with good teams and just studs on different teams. Like the Kings are good on certain nights. You know what I'm saying? Like Sacramento is tough to beat on certain nights. They got a lot of guys over there. So I don't know who's going to be, you know what I'm saying, that strong out of the East next year. But I do tell you this, if KD and Kyrie can make it work, they could win a ring.
They could the next.
If they can make it work, they can win the ring because you can't guard Kyrie, and when you try to squeeze him, you're gonna leave KD open, or you gonna squeeze KD and leave Kyrie open, or you gonna squeeze both of them and leave Karis LeVert open.
Yeah, can't forget about LeVert. People
Or
are
you
going
gonna
to do that.
you gonna and then you gonna collapse on Karis LeVert and leave Joe Harris in the corner.
It's a loaded squad. They have everything they need.
Or you gonna exert all your effort and then forget about Spencer Dinwiddie coming off the bench.
They got a good team.
They have a
It
strong
sounds like you
ass
think they're
team.
going to the finals.
Jared Allen and his backup center is DeAndre Jordan.
Sheesh.
That's a good group. Hey, what about your Pistons, though? They can't come out of the East? What's wrong with them?
It froze up. It froze up. Time. What you say?
What about your Pistons, though? They can't come out of the East? What's wrong with them? What happened? Why are they so bad?
Let's act like you're the GM now.
Listen. If I'm the GM for the Pistons, we giving Christian Wood. If I'm a GM for the Pistons, we giving Christian Wood a fat contract, and we trading everybody for picks.
Hold on now. So we're just saying bye-bye to Blake. Just get Blake Griffin out of Detroit and bring some. Come on now. It's okay. I mean, look, you're the GM. You got to make tough decisions. You're telling me
we can keep Christian Wood, Langston Galloway, because I know him.
Yo, that's not a good GM move just because you know.
I know
Luke Kennard.
Shooter.
Speed Luke.
You like Mikhailu? Okay.
I love him. He got a clip.
Definitely.
We keeping Christian Wood, Derrick Rose. Everybody else can leave.
You're keeping Derrick Rose right now? I love Derrick Rose.
Yeah, he's still Pooh. That's still Pooh. That's still D Rose from the shot. He got enough love on his name to go play anywhere.
100%. We're trying to win a championship right now, and I love the fact that you're riding for D Rose because a lot of people have written him off. You know, it's over and stuff like that. I think he's got more in the tank.
Just load management, man. Don't be surprised if you see him put a couple dunks down this year.
I mean, the fans are going to go crazy. They love the fact that we were bringing you on. But let's talk after this. If we can get you on in another date, bro, I would love to keep chopping.
Listen, check the availability for the next couple of days, bro, because I'm only working on the album and I can make time for that. You know what I'm saying? I take a couple hours out of my day to sit down and get a full conversation in. I don't have no problem with doing that with y'all, especially about sports and shit. I love it.
Say less. Nah, bro. This was a good one. We didn't even get a whole lot out, but go kill that no jumper. Tell Adam 22 I said what's good.
I got you, bro. And listen, man, I'm going to have my publicist shoot my number over to you so when I do this song tonight, I can send it to you.
My dog. I appreciate you, Sada.
All right, man. Thank y'all, man.
All right. Be smooth, bro.
All right, now.
All right, that was Sada Baby. I don't know what to think.
What just happened?
I don't know if I want to go party or play basketball or like listen to music or like fight someone.
I think, I can't believe that just happened. To be honest, I was super excited. I'm like, yo, this is going to be way different kind of vibe from a guest. That was a different vibe for sure.
Chet Holmgren was always I'm a big fan of Chet. He is now my favorite player.
Hey, shout out to you and everybody else for linking him up with KD. Just had no idea KD was following him.
No idea. I'm not going to lie. I felt weird stalking him today, but I was like, I wonder what players he follows that we follow. Like, we can talk about it. And I was like, oh, KD, mutual. Oh, wait, he doesn't follow KD back. So, yeah, you're welcome. They're probably going to make a song together.
Yeah, KD raps too, doesn't he? I should have brought that up. I think KD raps. Oh, my God. That was a lot. That was a lot.
Go Pistons.
Oh my God. Hey, Pistons need to sign him as the GM right now. I loved how he explained things. He was like, I'm keeping him because that's my dog. That's my boy. That had nothing.
I know he's a rapper, so he had to leave quickly, but I was curious what his thoughts were on Lamelo. I think he'd fit well in Detroit.
Wow. That was an out-of-body experience, folks. We're going to try to bring Sada back on. I'm at a loss. I'm normally not at a loss of words, but right now I'm pretty damn close. That was unreal.
Jordan can't finish this, so I will. I'm Overtime Tom. That was Jordan McCabe. We said Sada Baby on. Make sure you hit the link in bio. Make sure you subscribe. Do everything. Follow Jordan. Follow Subject Chain Pod. Peace.
What just happened?
We just got new cream hoodies. Don't just creamy, my boy. I'm trying to tell you. You better click these videos right here and subscribe. Oh, yeah. And click the link so you can cop some new gear. Stop playing.